So, after what was a very stressful week with the Browns playing the Jets, one of my thoughts has been what left do the Browns have to play for? One would say that's a fantastic question. That would be I. I and and who got something to prove? You can go up and down this roster. You could go around and round we go, and there's a lot of different folks that got something to prove. Most importantly, from the top of the totem pole, um, it is one Andrew Berry, Kevin Stefanski, to lead the way. I think with Kevin Stefanski, his biggest thing that he needs to prove is that man, he still got juice. And you'd be like, man, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, I think one of the biggest issues with Kevin Stefanski is over the past 2 years, the Browns have lost a lot of games in which the offense was dead on arrival. And I know he's given up play calling to Tommy Reese, and at times the offense looked better than what it was. But overall, like this offense needs a spark. They need to be able to show that they are able to be a competent offense, that they are able to be a decent offense, that they are able to be an NFL caliber offense. And that's something that simply is averaging 20 points a game, something very small. The bar is in hell, but he needs to be able to provide that, no matter the quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, whomever. Um, that needs to be the bar. How do you go about that? Obviously, it's going to be game planning, calling the right plays, and putting your guys in the position to succeed. I think making the change to Tommy Reese and in his first game, I'm a little encouraged. Partially because we saw some formations we never seen before. We saw them trying to get Jerry Judy involved early and often on plays where they created mismatches and advantages for Jerry Judy, which I feel like they have not done. Sean King was on UCS the other day, and he was talking about basically what he would do and like building the offense around your best players. I mean, we talk about how they're so bereaved of talent on the offensive side, and it's bad, but it's not as bad as we make it. You have a running back in Quinshon Judkins who is damn good. Now, over the last few weeks, his play has suffered primarily because the blocking's horrible and they don't respect your downfield passing game. But the Browns have continued to lean on him in the run game, and eventually he's going to pop a few. So I'm not really concerned about him, but continue to make him a focal point. Get him the ball in open space. Like some of those screens and stuff and short passes you try to do with Jerome Ford, a tendency breaker would be running those plays for Quinshon Judkins. He had a really good blitz pickup, pass pro that I saw somebody highlight. So he's not completely useless in that facet of the game. Like use him like a bell cow back. Like he doesn't necessarily have to play all three downs all the time, but you can switch it up and do some things I think that'll keep defense off kilter, but while also allowing him to get the ball in space. So because like every play you're running inside zone or power or duo or whatever, it's like, bro, he's running into a wall every time. And some of his best plays is when he can get outside. And he has good patience when he's able to find lanes, but they're not always there. Something else, like I said, getting Jerry Judy the ball. And like the central focus of your offense should be Quinshon Judkins, Jerry Judy, David Njoku, and Harold Fannin, specifically Harold Fannin. That should be the core of your offense. Targets outside of that or touches outside of that should be few and far between. You get a couple of plays by Malachi Corley every time he touches it on the end around. He does a good job. And screenplay that was there for a touchdown, but dang, Dylan Gabriel threw that bitch in the stands. Um, and then obviously you get a few targets for like a Cedric Tillman. But outside that, that should be the central focus of your offense. If you provide them and then give them the opportunity to be 80% of your offense, you're gonna naturally be better. Um, But yeah, so for Kevin Stefanski, what we need to see is development of this offense, no matter the quarterback. And at some point, probably versus Vegas, you need to see Shedeur Sanders. One, for the evaluation of him, just to completely rule him out as, hey, he's not the guy. And also, like Dylan Gabriel has come to his end. His numbers from a touchdown standpoint, touchdown to what interception ratio, it isn't bad, but he hasn't played well if you're just watching him play the play. Now, moving on. Who else got something to prove? Jerry Judy. Jerry Judy got paid, although he's getting paid like a wide receiver too, based on the money that has been given out to wide receivers recently. But he's average. He before last week was averaging like 30, 35 yards a game. He's a better receiver than that. And I know he's going to want to get 1,000, which doesn't look likely at all right now. But he needs to make the best of the rest of the season by one, limiting the drops. Because for as bad as the offense and the quarterbacks have been in this offense, he's left a lot on the table. Um, so he needs to shore up those drops, and the Browns need to continue to feed him so that he can end up having a respectable season. Somebody else we really need to see a lot from David Njoku. He doesn't have a contract for next year. So I think it's very pertinent that we see whether or not we want to bring him back. Because clearly, Harold Feinen has been a tremendous asset and will continue to be for the years upcoming. So will David Njoku be back as the two? Will he be featured? Like which David Njoku are we getting? Which one will he be over the next few years? We don't know. And like I said, I know he wants to get a contract. Um, Also, just to kind of wrap it up on the offensive side of the ball, uh, some people we need to see more out of is his offensive line. Um, because next year none of these guys are under contract. Jack Conklin, if he can finish strong, there's a good chance you bring him back. Wyatt Teller more the same. Postage probably gone. Batonio more than likely retires. Cam Robinson, no. Maybe your backup. That's probably like best case. But can this offensive line, because they've been getting whipped pretty much for this whole season, pretty much last season too. Like we know that they're not the dominant unit that we once had in 2020, 2021, and parts of 2022. However, like in pass pro, it's not much time to throw. There's no lanes in the running game, primarily because they're getting outnumbered because linebackers can just fire downhill, which goes back to the Stefanski and Tommy Reese part of things. But like, can we have a couple of plays where y'all just blow the defensive line off the ball? Like that'd be a sight to see because I don't know. I don't watch the all 22, but it's been a while since I've seen it. Moving on to the defensive side of the ball. Uh Miles Garrett, and his what he needs to prove is more so um his leadership. He's mentioned and saying like, "Hey, I'm not gonna let these guys give up. We're gonna fight to the last whistle." Well, we got to see it because with the offense and the way that they've played, it's easy to give up, and also with the special teams and how they played, it's easy to give up. So we need to see what they got going on and see if he can do that and lead that defense and keep them motivated and going. And also finish this year, Miles. Like, obviously, you're the best in the world, but we haven't seen you be as dominant in November, December, and early January as you've been in September, October, and early November. Go finish this year. Go get 20 sacks. Go get a defensive player of the year on a bad team. Go set the sack record. That's my challenge to you. Let's see what you're gonna do um as the best in the world. Mason Graham. Second half of the season is here. So people think you had your best game of the year this past week. Keep that up. Keep that motion moving forward. We want to see those flashes of that brilliance that you showed at Michigan. You are very capable. You flash here and there. String together a couple of really good games. You got Derrick Henry coming up. You got Ashton Genty coming up. You got a Ben Johnson offense coming up. You got a lot of opportunities to go out there and flash. You got a game against a rookie quarterback coming up. Let's see you go out there and make some plays, and let's see you be aggressive and just get downhill and wreck shit, wreck some shit. Um, Staying on the defensive line. Malik Collins started off the year super hot, Pro Bowl, All Pro level. They haven't been calling your name as much the last couple of weeks. I ain't saying you cooled off, but you ain't been as on fire, fuego as you were at the beginning of the season. Let's see you rebound and get some of that back. Isaiah McGuire, this whole defensive line, Isaiah McGuire and Mike Hall. Alex Wright's potentially going on IR. And then with Mike Hall, this about to be what, game 3, week 4 back coming up. It's time for you to start getting in that rhythm and making some impact plays because you should be pushing Malik Collins out of that starting lineup. Second round draft pick, very high top 50 pick. We expect you to get back to that form and be who we thought you were at the end of last year. I'm Isaiah McGuire. You're more than likely going to be starting. Cam Thomas had a good game last week. He jumped offside, which ended the game. And Alex Wright's going to be out. This is your time to make some money. This is your time to say, hey, I started this year as the starter for a reason. You've been benched the last couple of weeks. Let's see you go out there and make some plays and stop running up field on them damn end rounds. Carson Schlesinger just continued to ball out and solidify that defensive rookie of the year, which I think that you are deserving of at the moment. Uh, Outside of him, Tyson Campbell. No, no, I'm not worried about you. Denzel Ward. You've cooled down since last year. Somebody said they ain't never seen you get broke down as much. It wasn't me. I promise you, it wasn't me. But I do know, like this point last year, you had like 10 pass defense. I don't know how many you got now, but I haven't seen the guitar and the shoulder roll and all this stuff that often this year. We need you to get back to that and lock that side of the field down because Tyson Campbell's giving you a run for your money right now. And we know that you're one of the best 5 corners in the league. Just continue to prove that. Just continue to be that. Grandel Pitt, keep making plays, big dog. I want to see you in the Pro Bowl. You played at a Pro Bowl level. Finish the year. They say you don't finish years. I think you do. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you're gonna do. Continue to finish that. Ronnie Hickman, go get that money, man. You got what, 2 picks in about 4 weeks? Go get that money, man. Hey, keep turning the ball over, making plays, making them impact plays you've been making, and then keep it rolling. But yeah, man, overall, the Browns got a lot going on right now. And also things to look forward to just to see how this team responds. Are they going to give up? We know the organization more than likely wants them to tank because, hey, we need that quarterback, and we do. But I want to see a team that's going to fight. And if you lose because the other team is just a better team, we shake their hand and we roll. But losing to the Jets the way you lost to the Jets, losing to the Bengals the way you lost to the Bengals, and losing to the Vikings the way you lost to the Vikings, those games are unacceptable, man. Um, so we need to see y'all get y'all face back. We need to see y'all do what y'all need to do. But that's it, man. It's your boy Zeke, aka Fat Boy Season, man. I'm out.